Right, let's begin, right? So, as usual, I always begin with sacred space. So, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. The greeting that I begin with connects me to all my lineage, right? And it's important to know that. It's important to know that us as human beings, you're not an individual, as much as you'd like to believe you are, as much as you'd like to believe. You're a product of another woman. All of us are. Yeah? You had nothing to do in your creation. And I say, oh, I chose my birth. Challenge anyone. Can't prove it. But you know that you are a product of your mother. So, this should give us the first clue that existence exists for itself. You are not the center of the universe. There's nothing special about you. But in your non specialness, you're very special. Yeah? So when you look up and you see all these infinite stars and planets and galaxies, and you look deep into the ocean, or you atoms, subparticles, no matter how far you go, you will never find the end. Never. And no matter how far you go outwards, you will never find the end. Because it has no end. But the human mind is now born in a diseased social system. You have no choice. You have no idea what you're being born into. You have no choice in the language you're going to learn. You have no choice in the indoctrination you're going to have. You have no choice in the genetic trauma that's going to be passed on. No choice. And you land in this life. And say, oh no, not again. Yeah? If you're lucky enough to remember that. Now, in this process, what's the point? What's been the point of it? Yeah, we make so many dramas and so many issues that are so real to us. Put it in that context. How real are they? Have you not been taken care of when you were in the womb, upside down? What looked after you then? Just a question. Just a question. The mother is anxious, but the child is still looked after. Yeah? This should tell us existence knows what it's doing. So, in meditation, it's important to have a worldview, how you see the world. Do you see the world because of your belief? Right? And this isn't just to do with religion. I may believe that this individual belongs to. It's my partner. It's my child. It's my relation, whatever it is. But how much of that ownership truly belongs to you, if any? Yeah. Over the last week, we've heard of two tragedies. Just gone tomorrow. Where do they go? Does that question not alert you? Does that question not allow you to inquire what is the nature of your life? And meditation is that. The stress, the anxiety, the depression, yes, it's simply taking something, commoditizing it, and selling it back to you, like they do with water. It's the same game. The only difference is you extract the juice out of it. You make it something simplified, like yoga is now. You take the juice out of it. There's no life in it. It's just simple exercises. And it's all about identity building, identity building, identity building. And this identity that you're building is a false hope. It's the one that's going to give you the problems, no matter what it is. Could be a belief system, could be a religion, could be a worldview, could be a ownership, whatever that attachment is to, is going to become the problem. So it's the way you look, if it's your age, your friends, whatever. This non, no, this ability to add these attachments doesn't happen with the body, happens with the mind. So the mind is your crucible of your pain and your pleasure. The mind. Yeah. You have Buddhist monks in Vietnam and now in Tibet who can sit down, put some petrol over them, set themselves on and die to make a point. Oh, I think it's a bit serious. It's better to write a letter or something rather than go to those extent, but it demonstrates, it demonstrates what feels the pain. So, need to understand certain things in order to enter this space for meditation. One, the physical body represents a part of you. The internal bit, the bit that thinks, the one that's talking, the one that's thinking right now, the one that's judging, the one that's rationalizing, the one that's remembering, all of that's happening within. That's another body. It's called your subtle body. Behind that is another body. This is the body you enter either when you're in deep sleep and you're not dreaming, or consciously when you go into meditation. How do you know that? Because when you come out of it, you feel refreshed. You know you've entered that space. Okay? In entering that space, we begin to realize a number of things. Number one, we have a fabulous body. All of us. All of us. A gift that you didn't ask for. A gender you didn't ask for. Here, that's what you are. Deal with it. Yeah, all of us in this soup. So this body is extremely valuable. All that you see around you, all this technology, everything, doesn't come from the body, comes from the mind. This is your other body. This is your other space. And as you go through your meditation, you go through your body, through the mental space, emotional space, and wherever you end up, this ending up is where your essential nature begins. This is what you're about. So when mind becomes active, starts thinking, oh my God, monkeypox everywhere, whatever it is, when the mind gets into that hysteria, it's always driven by external factors, never internal, but always external. And the problem is we believe it. And this is where the nature of the mind is important to understand. All beliefs, doesn't matter what they are, religion, education, it doesn't matter, they're all lies, all of them. Because a belief by definition means I don't know, but I think it's true because someone else told me, or it's in a book, or a bloke with a hat is telling me. We always find the same thing. When someone with authority gives us information, we accept it to be true. And this prevents us going any further. And the biggest damage we can see now, which is why meditation is critical, is that most people have been conditioned blindly into a state where they have no knowledge of the mind. No knowledge. The only way they see themselves is if you're anxious, there's something wrong with you. Think about that. If you feel anxious, there's something wrong with you. Is an anxiety part of life? What is this model of perfection that we are trying to build human beings to? That don't have anxiety, that don't have depression, that don't have sadness, that don't have just automated people just working, 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 switch on, do what you need to do, go home, get paid, go to the supermarket, die, all your plastic goes to the jumbo sale. What's been the point? What's been the point? And this is where meditation becomes now contra. As you begin to meditate, you're going to realize the amount of rubbish you actually carry with you. It's all this mental rubbish. All what, how can I demonstrate this? Look, when you look at this, what can you deduce from it? You can deduce it's a cover, you can deduce it's black, you can deduce it's made out of plastic, leather, whatever. We can deduce those things. You can deduce I'm holding it. But the critical thing is whatever you can observe cannot be you. Do you understand? Whatever you can observe cannot be you. So, as we begin to go through our meditative process, we begin to become aware of the sensations, aware of the thoughts, aware of the emotions, how you feel. And as you become aware of it, by default, you dissociate from it. Just by default. The moment you become aware of it. And that's the bottom line of meditation, to become aware in the present moment in a non judgmental way. However, as we develop, we then begin to notice the stories we've been telling ourselves. And then we can see where it goes. Okay, shall we do with some practice? Which might be an idea to put the acorn on at about 25, 22, at the back. Okay, so um, very simple. To begin our meditation practice, we adopt the posture, and ideally you want to close your eyes. But if you feel uncomfortable in closing your eyes, then of course you can look towards the ground and not focus on anything. Okay? And no expectations. We're simply going to become present. We're going to become present to what's going on with us. So bring your focus to the back, and if you just pull it upwards a little bit so it feels a bit upright and stretched, but not rigid, right? And allow your shoulders to be relaxed so they're not hunched, and you can pull them ever so slightly so your chest feels a bit open. And your eyes are closed. Bring your focus towards your eyes and make sure that they are closed. And then notice that the mouth is closed, unless, of course, you can't breathe in through your nose. And if you take a slow, deep breath in, and as you take this breath in, you bring your focus to yourself. Now begin to notice first just yourself, your physical presence. Okay? Notice that you're sitting on a chair that holds you in place. And so if you relaxed, you're not going to go anywhere. So becoming aware of where we are. And just see if you can get a sense of your presence. So your body. So it might not be an outline of your body, but you can sense your body. Just see if you can get a sense of that. Okay. And now we're going to our next breath in. We're going to anything dominant in the body, like a pain, an ache, a tightness, an itch. And to help us do that, if you imagine a hula hoop above your head, and as this hoop comes down, it begins to scan your body. So begin with the top of the head, and your intention is simply to notice, moving your focus down towards your forehead, your eyes, notice your jaw, and just gently moving down at your own pace. And the focus is on the body, noticing anything that's dominant. Okay? Next breath in. Bring your focus now to the seat that you're on, the chair itself. And notice there are sensations where your body makes contact with your seat. So bring your focus to those sensations. As you breathe in, bring your focus upwards so you become aware of your hips. Notice the back. Notice the side of your hips. And then bringing your focus to the front. As you breathe out, you gently bring this focus down towards your thighs, moving towards the knees. So remember, you're simply trying to get a sense of what's going on with your body. From your knees, you bring down towards your ankles, noticing the calf muscles. No judgment, no commentary. Simply sensing what's going on. From your ankles, move down to your feet now. And from your feet, moving your focus as best as you can to the soles of your feet. If you begin to think something, come back to my voice. Bring your focus now back to the seat again. And notice how well you're supported and held. And the ground beneath you holds you solid. And the air around you surrounds you. It's the only air that you can breathe. Allow yourself to become present. Notice that the back is straight. And now gently bring your awareness, your focus up your back from your lower back towards the middle back. Again, all we're doing is just sensing this part of the body. No commentary, no judgment. Move your awareness up towards your shoulder blades. Notice your shoulders. Bring your focus towards the back of your neck. And if you were to pull your chin in ever so gently, you'll notice the back of the neck stretches. And this aligns the head, spine, and neck. Bring your focus down from your shoulders towards your elbows. Moving now towards our wrists. Notice the palms of your hands. Now hold your focus there for a short while. And as you hold your focus at the palms, you may begin to notice that there is a change in the sensations. Or you become more aware of the sensations. And now move your focus gently towards your fingers. Next breath in, bring your focus now towards your eyes. And just notice the space around your eyes. Notice that even though your eyes are closed, you still have awareness. You can still see darkness or the back of your eyelids. Recognize that awareness as best as you can. This awareness remains constant. As you breathe out, allow this part of the body to soften. Next breath in, bring your focus to your mouth. Just notice any sensations within the mouth itself. Notice the sensations on the roof of your mouth. Notice your tongue. Does it feel firm or does it feel soft? Allow it to soften. Scanning your tongue from the back all the way till the tip, gently. And as you do that, allow your tongue to soften. Next breath out, allowing your face to relax. As the breath comes in, once again become aware of yourself as best as you can. Notice yourself, your physical presence. Notice your posture. And notice if there's anything going on within the body, anything dominant. Pain, an ache, a tightness, an itch. And just locate it. No comment, no judgment. Next breath in, bring your focus to your inner space. And by this we mean what our thoughts are and how we feel. So just take a moment to notice your inner space. And if the mind is going on, bring your focus towards the mental space. What kind of thoughts are going around, if any? How does your mental space feel at this moment? Clear? Confused? Tired? Notice your mental space. Bringing your focus now towards your chest and bringing it on the surface of your chest, right in the middle. And as you begin to notice the movement of your chest, notice the movements of the chest are in rhythm with the breath. Allow the breath to breathe by itself. Notice the movement of your chest. Notice there are tiny little subtle sensations that accompany the movement of your chest. See if you can notice them within your body, around your ribs, perhaps the back. And now moving your focus a bit deeper into yourself. You're holding your awareness right in the center of yourself. And in that moment, holding this awareness, see if you can notice how you're feeling right now. Does this moment feel settled or unsettled? Does this moment feel calm or does it feel anxious? This moment, just this moment, for that's all you have. So in this moment, is it peace or is it anxiety? Is it comfortable or is it uncomfortable? How do you feel? To be honest and transparent with ourselves. No judgment. How do you feel in this moment of now? On your next breath out, open your awareness to all the sounds around you. Begin to listen. You're not trying to work out what's being said or what the sound is. No commentary, no judgment. Just listening. allowing the sounds to come to you rather than looking for them. When you're ready, bring your focus just beneath your nose, holding it there with a little bit of effort, watching the in breath moving in, watching the out breath moving out. Allowing the breath to breathe by itself. When you find that your focus has been distracted by my voice or thought, notice the distraction, bring your focus back to your breath. Notice how the in breath goes in, notice how the out breath comes out. Notice that your in breath has a start and an end, your out breath has a start and an end. Bring your focus to that. Allow the breath to breathe by itself. Allow the breath to breathe by itself. Bring your focus now to your out breath in particular. Follow it all the way till the end. Notice when it finishes, there's a tiny little gap before the in breath begins. See if you can notice that. Allowing each out breath to relax your body a bit further, entering this moment deeper and deeper. Notice the gap at the end of your out breath. Notice that when you're not breathing, you're still present. Following your out breath all the way till the end. Notice how you're breathing now. How does the breath feel? Does it feel light or does it feel heavy? Does your breath feel long or does it feel short? Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. If it's not long, no need to make it short. If it's not short, no need to make it long. Things are the way they are. The breath breathes by itself. And now, as best as you can, see if you can bring your focus to the sound of your breath. As we move deeper into this moment, simply by listening to the sound of our breath. Stay with your breath, stay with the sound. Stay with your breath. Tempting to listen to the in breath as it comes in, tempting to listen to the out breath as it goes out, as best as you can. Listening can only take place at the present moment. Stay with your breath. On your next breath out, once again, we're going to open the awareness to all the sounds around us, including the sound of the breath. Begin to listen. There are sounds that may be close to you, sounds which are further away from you. Following the sound of this bell as far as you can. If you experience silence, then notice the silence. If you experience calmness, notice the calmness. Focus on that which you experience. Listening. Gently bringing our focus to the qualities of our moment. Notice the silence, notice the peacefulness. Notice the timeless nature of this moment. Ageless, timeless. The absence of mental traffic. Gently bringing your focus towards your breath and just sit with your breath in silence. We go into the silence. On your next breath out, expanding your awareness, becoming aware of your whole body as best as you can. Taking a moment to notice how the body feels. Bringing your focus to the chair or the seat you're on. Notice you're in the same place you began. You can sense your thighs, moving your focus down your legs, coming to your ankles, and then noticing the feet, and finally coming to the soles of your feet. Allowing that peace to move into the body itself. Notice your back is still straight and upright. Shoulders, arms, hands are comfortable. Your eyes are still closed, your mouth is still closed, coming back to your breath. And now, as the breath comes in, you sense your body. As the breath goes out, you sense your body. Allowing each breath to bring you closer and closer to the present, integrated with your body. Mind, body, breath, all integrated. Breathing in, you can sense your body. Breathing out, you can sense your body. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw a few breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes and coming back to your space. Take your time.